so I would justify it that way. So yeah, I did that, and I tell you one thing, keep that point in mind. Because how good is it to have wealth? You don't have the health to enjoy it. The last thing is family. You can tell I really love my family, and I believe that I'm only here for a short period of time. And all I have is one responsibility. And that responsibility is to prepare my children to basically live and identify their talents to share with the world. And I do that not by telling them, because children isn't about do as I say, it's do as I do. Do as I do. And isn't it nice that just as I realized, one second, my children were watching my behaviors and they were mimicking what I was doing. Imagine if what I do are success principles. Imagine if I spend my time reading, if they watch me read at home. Imagine if they watch me taking care of their mother. Imagine if they watch me spending time with them and playing with them. Imagine if all these ideal things that we as parents would love to do, what is it that I'm passing on to them? Those same ideas and principles. So I'm effortlessly programming them for success. I tell you, one time my 7-year-old, when we first moved to Dubai, my youngest studied Spanish, came here to learn English. We put them in an Arabic school, Lebanese school, and they focused them on Arabic and French. And I'm thinking, oh my God, this guy isn't learning how to read. So you shift him from schools, and in the school they said, your son cannot be in grade 1, he's got to go back to KG2. My son heard that and said, no, I'm not going. I already went to grade. I already went to that. I'm staying here. I said, okay, you're staying here. We go talk with the principal. He says, well, you know, he doesn't know how to read. I said, look, I have no issues. He's still young. We can spend money and give him some private lessons. We'll see how he does over the next 2 to 3 months. Well, within 2 to 3 months, he was up to par with the rest of the kids. I remember one example. One time at home, he came back, and before going to bed, I would read with him. He told me, Papi, let's start reading. And he must have been maybe a month into this private coaching and tutoring, right? He told me, Papi, let's read. I said, yeah, Mommy just called me. Give me a minute. I'll be right back. And the minute became a little bit more than just 1 minute. I come back to the room, and to my surprise, my 7-year-old at the time, he had picked up the book by himself. And he was reading. He was breaking stones, but he was making the effort to read. You know, he was making the effort. I'm not going to wait for Daddy. I can do this by myself. And yet today he's up to par with the rest of the children. But again, family. So what are the success principles that, hey, get consumed by the business and you're going to pay the consequences? I tell you, this business is going to either attract the right people, and the people that you're going to attract will do the same thing as you do. Okay? So make sure that you do team up with individuals that find the balance in terms of let us drive the business, but let's ensure that this business doesn't drive us in the wrong direction. You know? I said, you don't have to agree with everything I say, but keep an open mind. You know, why does it take a crisis to change? You know, most people change when? Yeah, so, you know, you start building a roof when it's raining. How practical is that? Or you know, you start looking for a job when you know that there are thousands and thousands of people that have been laid off, but you just can't feel that. You just can't. You just keep going, doing what you're doing, and then all of a sudden your turn comes. And oops, now what do I do? Here's the other part: is why is it so hard to change? I want everybody right now to pick up your both hands like this, and I want you to put your thumb and left hand together, right? And you have both thumbs. You have either a left thumb over the right thumb or the right thumb over the left thumb, right? Yeah? Okay, now who has the left thumb over the right thumb? Stand up. The left over the right, stand up. Right? Those are the romantics of the room. Totally, eh? Okay, now. Okay, have a seat. Who has the right thumb over the left thumb? Ooh, those are the smart people of the room. Okay, so you see, who has actually both left and right thumbs together like this? Anybody? I don't know what you are, my friend. But that always happens. That's your answer. Now, here's the thing. If you've you've done the left over the right or the right over the left, do me a favor. Do the opposite right now. Do it where the right is over the left. So just do the opposite of what you've done. Tell me, how does it feel, Captain? Right? Do you like it? See, we can either, here's what's going to happen, right? You can either be victims of change and go moan and groan or whatever, or you can realize that change I can control. And I can decide the outcome of that change. Does that make sense? Now, there's a concept I've always talked about. It's called the Eve ratio. The Eve ratio is not my concept. I've stolen that from others that have passed before me. So think about it. Today, where you are in your life, your level of health, your level of wealth, your level of relationship, your level of anything and everything is a result of what it stands for: entertainment versus education. Entertainment versus education. So your health, have you been entertaining yourself to poor health? Or have you been educating yourself to have better health? Have you been entertaining yourself out of a relationship? Or have you been educating yourself how to have a better relationship? Have you been entertaining yourself out of wealth? So you're earning income and you're just blowing it. Yeah? Or have you been educating yourself to improve your wealth situation? You know, if you take a piece of paper and just think about the following. Think about the time you spend playing. Anybody here likes video games? Raise your hand. I love those, okay? How about TV? TV is cool. How about internet? I mean, we're an internet company, right? Theater, sporting events, dining. It's fantastic. It's great, right? If you go ahead and put time, write the word time and money. Just write the word time and money. So create a little chart. How much time per month you spend playing video games? How much money you have spent buying those video games? How much time per month you spend watching TV? How much money per month you spend on the TV? And so forth and so on. And then sum it up. Don't do it now, but just really think of this exercise as a wake-up call. Because the moment when this concept was introduced to me, I thought I was good. Yeah? But I had a humbling experience, okay? And again, I love what the gentleman in the back said, but I've been in the business for 20+ years, and I can't wait to see what I can learn today. Because, you know, the moment you stop learning is the moment you start dying. And a life worth living is a life worth evolving and improving and always discovering that gem that you really are on the inside. So really, if you're not happy with the level of relationships or money, or just look back. Look at your Eve ratio. It will stare you in the face. Studies have shown that the average individual will spend 50 times more time and money entertaining themselves to the poorhouse. 50 times more time and money blown away. Our two resources, ladies and gentlemen, is our time and is our money. And our responsibility is to live a balanced life. You know, there's nothing wrong with 80-20. 80% of the time I entertain myself. But, sorry, what did I say?
80%.
I'm sorry. 20% of the time I entertain myself, and 80% of the time I educate myself. Versus the other way around. Because today, if you think society, the big screen TVs, they want us to go blow our money. And it's exciting. Imagine today having a living room with no TV. There's something missing. Well, I just moved to my apartment in JLT, a nice place, on the 29th floor of a beautiful building, and looking over, you know, Burj Dubai. Not Burj Al Arab is what I mean. And my wife and I were saying, you know, that corner is pretty empty. I said, yeah, have you ever seen me and seen you watch TV lately? You know, and she's like, nah, forget it. We'll just save that month. Save the subscription. We can listen to music. We can dance together. We can do something. Spend time together instead of watching our life away, watching other people perform.